This evening, GRDB responds to rejected rice shipment. Another vehicle bursts into flames. Ministry of Social Protection fights human trafficking. In the region, CCC staff protests new work schedules in St. Lucia. And internationally, sports is helping Afghans cope with war. Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Wednesday, February the 13th, 2019, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us. In this report, BB Backus tells us that another car seems to have spontaneously burst into flames.
Pandemonium struck this morning at Charlotte and Ornock Streets as a taxi carrying 3 children burst into flames around 8 a.m. According to sources, the fire started from the car bonnet before it exploded and became engulfed in flames. At the scene, the Guyana Fire Service worked feverishly to quell the blaze. The driver and the children were injured and were immediately taken to a local public hospital. This is reportedly the 5th car that has exploded in this manner in the past weeks. According to Newsroom, the driver of the car claimed that he last bought fuel from a Guyana gas station. At least 2 of the other drivers, whose vehicles also exploded, claimed that their fuel was also bought from the Guyana gas station. Due to these unexplained combustions, many persons have raised questions about the quality of fuel being sold. Since the closing of Petrotrim refinery in the late 2018, Guyanese government sought other sources for petroleum. One should also note that since this change, there have been complaints of an unusual odor emitting from the gas. However, the quality of the vehicles involved in these explosions has not been assessed, meaning it is still unclear what exactly is causing these cars to explode. However, the management of Guyana Gas has denied that their gas is the reason. Headline News, BB Backus.
Thanks, BB. Police in F Division went to a location at Obama Road, Upper Mazaruni, at about 1 p.m. yesterday and conducted a search on a minor of Angois Avenue, New Amsterdam, Berbice. During the search, the ranks found an unlicensed .38 caliber revolver with 10 matching rounds and 354 grams of cannabis. The minor was promptly arrested and is being processed for court. Additionally, ranks while conducting patrol duties at Macari Landing, Upper Mazaruni River, observed a male shopkeeper acting in a suspicious manner, and on approaching closer, the suspect tossed a long object into the bush and escaped. The object was immediately retrieved by the ranks and found to be an unlicensed shotgun. Efforts are being made to have the man arrested and charged soonest. The Ministry of Social Protection is continuing its crusade against human trafficking. Esther Sobers was at a workshop held by the ministry today and filed this report.
Today, members from the Social Protection Counter-Trafficking Unit Department conducted a workshop training session with several representatives from the night shelters across Guyana. The workshop aimed at strengthening relations between the social protections and the shelters, along with skills training and dealing with victims of trafficking.
It's very important for you as facilities operators, shelter operators, managers, counselors to be equipped with the necessary knowledge in order to work with victims of trafficking persons, not only counsel them, but provide the necessary care and support they need. This training was designed on the 3 objectives. The first objective is basically to equip you with the necessary information regarding the national referral and identification process for TIP in Guyana, the nature of the crime of trafficking in persons, and the other systems that are involved in combating TIP in Guyana.
Trafficking in persons in Guyana is on the rise, as the TIP coordinator noted that for the year 2018, there was a rise in persons being trafficked.
We recorded and assisted 156 victims of trafficking in persons. That's on the soil of Guyana. So trafficking in persons, as Ms. Edmondson said, it's real and it's happening here. 156 victims. And out of that 156 victims, 93 were referred to your facilities for care and support for 2018. 2019, so far, same thing. To date, we have recorded 8 cases of suspected trafficking in persons. 45 victims were identified on the soils of Guyana, and this is today's what, the 13th of February, and already 45 victims.
Trafficking in persons is modern-day slavery. As such, the government of Guyana meets the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking. In Guyana, if a person is found guilty of trafficking, they can face jail penalty ranging from 3 years to life imprisonment. For Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, GRDB responds to rejected rice shipment. But first, here are today's foreign currency exchange rates. For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Hello, baby. Yeah.
Knocked away from Yang Huang.
Yo, why you gotta get away from shit credit, buddy? I recommend that you from blah blah. Let me actually gain, but it's not you that buy back the credit when it's done. Buy back because she money from Fab 5.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only 5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Wait. So who we putting as we Fab 5? Yours.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's for dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Listen and hear me good. It's Mushroom in Guyana, and Clearance got this big mash down sale. Thursday the 24th and Friday the 22nd of February. Half off night sneakers. 25% off men's short pants, jeans, jerseys, caps, and selected slippers. 25% off Kenneth Cole and Levi's. Half off selected ladies' jeans, tops, dresses, rompers, loafers, sandals, sneakers. Remember, Thursday the 24th and Friday the 22nd of February. Yes! Clearance, mash down the price for mash! Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Hi, Sean. You buy up a lot of KFC.
Yeah. This is my lunch, 9 pieces.
With all of my 34 pieces.
34? No. Don't know because of problems since last December. Enough more coming too.
In the Caribbean Court Justice.
No, at the National Culture Center.
What happened in there?
Link show 34 from the 1st to the 4th of March.
Tickets $2,000, $1,500 and $1,000 at KFC outlets at Regent and King Streets and Mandela Avenue and the National Cultural Center.
Welcome back. A female resident from Kitty faced the Georgetown Magistrates Court today charged with making a false declaration. The court claims that on January 17, 2018, 31-year-old Unique Angelica Hope of Kitty, Georgetown, at the Central Immigration and Passport Office, Georgetown, for the purpose of procuring a new passport, she signed a written document stating that she was Coretta Hope, who is actually the defendant's differently abled sister. Hope made her first court appearance in January 2019, where she had denied the allegation and was granted $100,000 bail with the condition that all her passports be lodged at the court. But she was unable to post bail, and so on Wednesday, Hope changed her plea and confessed to committing the crime to take care of her child. Hope was sentenced to 6 months imprisonment and fined $40,000 after she pleaded guilty to making a false declaration in order to obtain a Guyanese passport. Over the weekend, the government of Jamaica denied a shipment of Guyanese rice. According to the management of the Guyana Rice Development Board, they are not to blame, rather the shipper is. Here's Wendell Jeffrey.
Jamaica's Port of Authority is alleged to have confiscated about 70 tons of rice arriving from Guyana. As a result, the Guyana Rice Development Board said that it is awaiting word and seeking clarity on what exactly happened. The board said that they are in communication with Jamaica's Agriculture and Fisheries Ministry. Reports from Jamaica is that the Guyanese rice has signs of damage. It is claimed that the rice arrived wet, that it had clumping and discoloration, and that it had some mold. Last September, some 500 tons of rice in 20 containers were rejected by the Panamanian government because of questionable and undesirable quality. That issue is reported as being criminally investigated by the local law authority. Assistant Rice Board General Manager Alison Peters said that the testing instrument used to determine the rice quality is accredited by the Jamaican authorities.
Our certificate for testing of any rice is accredited by the Jamaica National Agency for Accreditation, the JANAC body. This is the 4th year that we have been accredited by this body.
The long-term GRDB employee seemed to suggest that she is questioning the handling of the rice once it arrived in Jamaica. She said that when the rice left Guyana, it was in proper condition.
A product leaves Guyana, it just doesn't arrive in another country. There's some form of conveyance that takes it from point A to point B. Our certificate proves that the rice left here in good order.
The Guyana Rice Board manager, Nisam Hassan, backed up Peters by noting that if the rice was damaged after inspection, the insurance will handle that.
We have had experiences on other contracts and other supplies where there has been or had been damages done to the product because of handling on the ships or handling of the containers at wharves. It's either dealt with by the insurance companies or by the shipping companies and so on.
The Assistant General Manager also addressed the issue of damaged rice leaving Guyana in the recent past.
Since 2014, 2013 to now, based on our certificate, we have not had any rice, to our knowledge, being rejected. There have been mentioned in the press of rice coming back, etc., but we have no information on that.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. $14 million in furnishing and equipment was recently distributed to 28 health centers, 3 regional hospitals, and doctors and nurses' quarters in East Berbice Quarantine, Region 6. The supplies include complete bed sets, couches, sofa sets, refrigerators, washing machines, gas stoves, fans, computers, office desks, 1 treadmill, irons, trash cans, umbrellas, boots, raincoats, and wheelchairs, among many other items. During the presentation ceremony at the Regional Health Services Compound, Regional Executive Officer Kim Williams-Steffen noted that it is the responsibility of the regional administration to provide essential equipment to the health sector of Berbice so that it can better serve the residents. According to the REO, a total of $35 million was allocated to the health sector in Region 6 for furniture, equipment, and capital expenditure. The remainder of the budget will be used to create major upgrades within the health sector. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, CCC staff protests, new work schedules, and sports helping Afghans cope with war. But before that, here's this week's projection schedule.
This place is really hot. What's wrong with your AC?
It's not working.
Well, we wouldn't be able to continue this meeting anymore because this place is extremely hot.
Wait, please don't go.
Here's a company you can call to get your AC fixed. Action Cool.
Honey, what's dinner? I had a hard day.
I'm sorry you had a hard day, but guess what, babes? I didn't cook today because the stove is not working.
Having trouble at home or at the office? Then call the professionals at Action Cool. Our fully trained technical team have the skills and experience in repairs of all air-conditioned units, refrigerators, gas stoves, washing machines, and a whole lot more. For further information, visit us at 86 Hill and Princess Street, Mandela Avenue, Georgetown, or call us on telephone number 225-7867.
Listen and hear me good. It's Mashroman in Guyana, and Clearance got this big mash down sale. Thursday the 24th and Friday the 22nd of February. Half off Nike sneakers, 25% off men's short pants, jeans, jerseys, caps, and selected slippers. 25% off Kenneth Cole and Levi's. Half off selected ladies' jeans, tops, dresses, rompers, loafers, sandals, sneakers. Remember, Thursday the 24th and Friday the 22nd of February. Yes! Clearance, mash down the price for mash! Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Hi, Sean. You buy up a lot of KFC.
Yeah. This is my lunch, 9 pieces.
It's more like 34 pieces.
34? No. Don't know because of problems since last December. Enough more coming too.
In the Caribbean Court Justice.
No, at the National Culture Center.
What happened in there?
Link show 34 from the 1st to the 4th of March.
Tickets $2,000, $1,500 and $1,000 at KFC outlets at Regent and King Streets and Mandela Avenue and the National Cultural Center.
Switch over to GTT right now, no. Because all this time and money I waste on a cars alone can just send up my blood pressure.
You've come to the right place. Really? Once you're switched over with our network, you can activate our Fab 5 plan. With our Fab 5 plan, you can enjoy free unlimited calls with 4 family and friends.
You got to be kidding me.
You will also get 5 gigabytes of data with 250 text messages.
You got to be kidding me.
And your chosen 4 can also call you for free.
You got to be kidding me.
Activate the GTT Fab 5 plan today. For only $5,005, you get free unlimited calls to 4 of your closest family and friends, 5 gigs of data plus 250 text messages, and your Fab 5 friends can call you for free. GTT Fab 5.
Welcome back. Now we take a look at news from the region. Confusion and the alleged lack of consultation on a newly implemented work schedule triggered a go-slow by City Hall staff in Castries. Castries Mayor Peterson Francis says the reforms are in line with new City Hall policy and have been signed off on by the National Workers Union, who represent CCC employees. The NWU has appealed for a sit-down with the city mayor and his board to resolve the matter. HCS News Force has more.
All y'all want to do is to get at y'all, get at y'all, get at y'all. But the things that they're supposed to do for y'all, it's not happening.
Scores of Castries Constituency Council employees demonstrated their displeasure with the new work schedule by downing their tools on February 11th.
Some people are pleased with it. We need to call a meeting, consultate with people, then we go have a decision if we're going ahead or not. But you just don't enforce it at one coming today and things just change. No.
So you're saying that there wasn't enough consultation?
No, boss man.
Well, I'm waiting for the union to find out the answer, what negotiation bring.
In the meantime, what you going to do?
Just relax and wait for the union.
Do you agree with the changes to the shifts?
Well, not in my profit.
No, you don't think so?
Not in my profit.
Yeah?
No.
No, I don't support that at all because I'm not in my benefit.
The typical 40-hour Monday to Friday work week, which most CCC staff have grown accustomed to, has been changed. As of February 10th, the CCC work week has been expanded to include Saturdays and Sundays, but within the 40-hour cap.
I don't know what's going on there. Honestly, I do not know what is going on there.
Castries Mayor Peterson Francis, armed with a signed copy of a collective agreement between the CCC and the National Workers Union, who represents the employees, confronted his protesting staff to defend the policy change.
A lot of us believe in St. Lucia that your lunch hour is for you to do what you want, but you are getting paid for your lunch hour. So what has happened in that new agreement now, they are working from 6 to, they are giving us our 8 hours. So it's now changed to 6 to 3. So the 1 hour you're working is yours. You're not working, sorry, is yours, your lunch hour. So we are not paying for lunch hour again. That's all.
CCC employees argue the changes were unexpected. The National Workers Union wants a sit-down with CCC management.
We have had a tremendous relationship with the council and we do not want that to deteriorate. The council must do what they're supposed to do and we all are big men. Let us sit down, discuss and come to a resolution.
In terms of doing what you're supposed to do, the council has the authority to at least try to delegate how the work flow or the work schedule is.
Well, yes, I'm not saying that they haven't got the delegation or the authority to do X and Y, but they also must remember there is an industrial agreement. And if there is an industrial agreement, you must engage people, and that is what that virtually guides us through.
The February 11th CCC Go Slow was the first since Mayor Francis took over in 2016. His executive board comprises a former General Secretary of the Civil Service Association, Wilfred Pierre, who now serves as CCC Chief Executive Officer. Rihani Isidore, HDS News Force.
And in international news, the Afghanistan cricket team is getting ready to take part in its second World Cup. This is a remarkable achievement for the country. Many young Afghans first learned how to play the popular sport in barren refugee camps, and cricket is helping players cope with the trauma of war. Al Jazeera's Tony Bertley reports from Jalalabad.
No matter whether it's a cold winter or an unbearably hot summer, in Afghanistan it's always the season for cricket. Even with no more than a piece of wood for a bat, a rocky piece of ground for a pitch and a stone for the wickets, most young boys and many men have been hooked by the phenomenon of cricket, which has swept the country. These boys shout out the names of their cricketing heroes. Years ago they would have been of Pakistani players. Today they're all Afghan. It's a remarkable story that has taken Afghanistan from the rocky outcrops to the best cricket grounds in the world. In less than 20 years, Afghanistan has gone from nothing to being the latest member of the International Cricket Council, the ICC, and the elite group of 12 top cricketing nations.
In 2018, we beat Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. We drew with India and we got full membership of the ICC. These are amazing achievements for the Afghan nation. We are playing now on grounds where they had never heard of Afghanistan before.
The Afghan Cricket Board now has 5 stadia in the country and a flourishing youth policy.
Minus cricket, we are nothing. Because when we were young, we played only cricket. We don't had any good opportunity for the education, for those kind of things. But the cricket was free for us. So I think Allah helps us, and now we are here.
Afghans started playing cricket in the refugee camps of Pakistan, and since then it's become more than just a sport. It transcends political, cultural and religious divides, and if anything, it's become the one unifying factor in 40 years of conflict.
Cricket is the ambassador of peace. The Afghan cricket team has always given the message of unity and brotherhood to the entire nation and brought us together. The Afghan cricket team is the source of unity among Afghans.
We started cricket in Taliban time. They love cricket. They also good support for cricket always in their time. So now that's why we are here.
Cricket has its own followers and its own language, and it doesn't involve war.
Cricket is a too much meaning for sport, for other people, for us, for Afghanistan people. It is happiness. It's happiness for us.
And in a country where so many have been traumatized by years of conflict, cricket is providing therapeutic qualities that are helping relieve stress.
If Afghans didn't have cricket, they would take drugs or take part in war or other miserable things. Psychologically, cricket takes their mind away from bad things. People won't participate in elections, but they will in cricket. It has become essential to the Afghan people.
Afghanistan can't entertain foreign teams on home soil because of the war. That's another goal. But for these boys, the hope is one day they can emulate their heroes and play for the national team, and in some of the biggest cricket leagues in the world, for one of those few Afghan success stories. How's that? Tony Bertley, Al Jazeera, Jalalabad.
Here's your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in 6:30 tomorrow morning for a rebroadcast and Thursday evening at 7 o'clock for more news. For now, I'm George Gonzalez, signing out from this newscast saying thank you for welcoming us into your home and do have a blessed evening.